It's the National Football League on EA Sports, and we've got some history in this battle of AFL alumni. It's the Jets and the Dolphins, and it's all up next.
We are about 15 or so miles northwest of world-famous Miami Beach as we are set for football at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami Gardens. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and Charles, there's nothing quite like it. That feeling of beginning another NFL season, and these two squads, they're going to do just that in a moment.
And what makes it so exciting is the range of possibilities these teams have before them, because we could be seeing one of these teams earn the Lombardi Trophy in February, while the other, they could earn the #1 draft pick in April, or anything in between. And we've got the best seat in the house every step of the way.
Here's Jason Sanders now to get this one started, and we are underway from Miami. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. So now here comes the Jet offense as they get ready to take over. They'll be led out by their highly decorated quarterback, Aaron Rodgers.
There have been very few quarterbacks in the NFL who have been as consistent throughout their career as Aaron Rodgers. He's been good for so long, and we've seen no decline in his skills. His accuracy and arm strength continue to elevate the talent around him, and his in-game mistakes, few and far between.
And his first look is incomplete.
And this is one receiver you have to slow down defensively, whether that's pressing mid the line, throwing extra defenders at him, rolling coverages his way. You can't let him have a big ball game. They were targeting him right away, but that one, incomplete.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That burst good for 20 and a first down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Ball on the 39. Here's second down and a yard. Hall again. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
They did tell us they wanted to establish the ground game early, didn't they?
They did, and a small sample size that we've seen so far, but pretty good return.
Yeah, you got to like that. They've strung together a couple of first downs, established what they wanted, the running game. And guess what? They also got their lead guy running it pretty well, too.
And a hard-working run here as he's got it inside the 20, down to the 17. And a solid job using his legs. 16 yards and a first down on the keeper. Now they'll throw with Rodgers. It's caught here by Adams. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and that will bring up second down. Running left, it's Hall. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble.
Holding, offense.
Now they face a second and long following the holding penalty. On play action, it's Rodgers. Taking in left side, it's Wilson. And now we've got a stoppage for an injured player, and that appears to be Garrett Wilson, who is shaken up on the play. Well, just the last thing you want to see here in the first quarter of a new season. Hopefully nothing serious. We'll step aside for a moment. Now it's Rodgers. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And the Jets are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
That's a big conversion there on third down, and this has been a great opening drive. You know, at this point, they'd hate to settle for 3, but they've created a fresh set of downs and a first and goal.
First and goal, a good chance for our first touchdown of the new season. One of the tight ends comes in motion. On the ground, here's the 4th-round pick from April's draft. Fighting his way in for a Jets touchdown. A great play there with his first career touchdown in his first career game. And the Jets are on the board here first in the season opener.
Well, just about an ideal start to this one offensively, because on the road, you want to make sure you quiet the home crowd early. And how do they do it? Nice march to start things off, let the run game find its footing early. That drive certainly checked a lot of boxes, and they finished it off with a touchdown run.
Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Here is Tua Tagovailoa heading out to lead this Miami offense.
All right, partner, a brand new season. With it comes a sense of unbridled optimism for every team and, of course, every quarterback. It's a blank slate for every passer in this league, and he really couldn't hide his excitement during interviews this week. He thinks his offense is stacked. They've spent the entire offseason making adjustments and trying to find another gear. And as this season begins, they believe they've found it. You watch him warm up, everything is crisp, moving with great speed. This is an offense that can't wait to get to the first series of the new year.
Got it here at the 29 on 2nd and 8. Offensive line wasn't set. There's the flag, and 5 yards back they go.
Quarterback has to look around and make sure that his team is ready to go. Sometimes the quarterbacks go faster than is necessary.
And that false start penalty is certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. In motion, Hill. On play action, here's Tua. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Tua sets up to pass it. This one complete to Jalen Waddle. And a good job on the tackle there as they get him down shy of the first on the 35-yard stripe. They'll get 11, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. So on 4th down, here's Jake Bailey to punt for the Dolphins. Called out a 46-yard punt, though they did get 9 back on the return. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. Back onto the field come the New York Jets for their 2nd drive. Perfect start to the season on their first drive last time out, able to find the end zone. Now we'll see if they can make it 2 for 2 here in week 1. Now Hall to start the drive. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. They'll go again with Hall. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 51 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start. Now Rodgers. Throw over the middle, caught by the tight end Gray. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. After 7-0 on EA Sports. The Jets with the football here to start the 2nd quarter. Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's 2nd down and 5. And now here's a carry heading left. 5 yards on 1st down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on 2nd.
They did a really nice job there defensively. They strung the play out, didn't give him a cutback lane. On each play, you have guys what I call our BCR players. Guys are responsible for the bootleg, for the cutback, and for the reverse. They played that one perfectly.
And rode him right out of bounds. And he's got another 1st down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 41-yard line. A strong pickup of 11 keeps their drive alive.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down, and I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 41. The throwing left sideline there, but it's incomplete.
Offense is moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earn a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. Rodgers again now. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete. Certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up 4th down. That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short, no good, and this will remain a one-touchdown game.
Trying to build on that opening drive touchdown, but the drive stalls out. And then you get the missed field goal here, so they wind up with nothing to show from drive number 2.
So Miami coming out for their second drive. They were forced to punt on their initial drive of the new season. Now they're ready to go as they begin again with a 1st and 10. He'll dump this off to Achane. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. Despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. 2nd down. Well, they try to swing it out left into the flat. Complete, but really nice open field tackling.
And they played that one like a great boxer. They were on their toes on that one. They weren't back on their heels reacting to the play. No, they saw it, came right for it, and made a nice tackle for lost yardage.
Delay of game, offense.
Now the offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted.
Still 2nd down.
From the gun, it's Tua. Throw caught by Achane. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Call it a gain of 12, but of course not a first down due to the previous penalty. 3rd down and 6. Now they'll send Waddle in motion left. Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa. And the throw there going to be incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down.
That's well done defensively. They get the pressure they needed on 3rd down. All the receivers are locked up tight, and they force that quarterback to just throw it away.
Yeah, the punter Bailey on now as he sends this one away. And this is going to be ruled out, I think, just inside the 20. Yes, it will. Side judge calls it at the 19-yard line. Breece Hall helped leading out this offense for another series. And he's well on his way to a 100-yard game. He's already more than halfway there. We're only in the 2nd quarter.
And what I've always loved about running backs is they'll tell you, I had no idea how many yards I had.
Right.
Those guys have an innate sense of where they are in a ball game and how many yards they've accumulated, because you know they're always working towards 100.
He's been working well towards 100 here. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he is going to lose yardage here. They wind up losing a couple there, so they go behind the original line of scrimmage, and now 3rd and 11 coming up. 2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside. Here's Thomas Morstead on now to punt it away on 4th down. Fielded at the 33. They'll call it a punt of 44 yards. The return was for 7. And it'll be Dolphin football. Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. We'll see if they can do better here on this drive. Looking to pass. Tua. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Quincy Williams worked his way back for that sack. Well, it was second long. Now it's third and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving them exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Jake Bailey on now to punt here on 4th down. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. The Jets take it over again. Breece Hall making his way out with the offense. He's been good. His guys are winning. So far, the recipe working here in the second quarter.
He doesn't like to just tote the rock. He wants to carry his team on his back, and that's what he's done throughout this game.
Yeah, he's done that. He'll be hoping to continue that trend.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, you often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for second down, staying ahead of schedule. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. To throw, it's Rodgers. The throw here right sideline falls incomplete.
And I can see the officials kind of looking at each other down there, silently wondering, does this meet the level of grounding? Fortunately, he did have a receiver in the area, but I have seen less obvious throwaways called as penalties.
And able to find Alan Lazard. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Throwing is Rodgers. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here in this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
The Jets going to go ahead and use their final timeout as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. Rodgers going to throw. That's to the right sideline, and it falls incomplete.
And that's the knowledge you gain from being in this league for a long time. He's learned the hard way when to give up and fight another down. And that's a smart move to throw it away.
And here's Morstead now as he sends this one away. And a fair catch called for and made at the 12-yard line. Officially just 27 yards there on the punt. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. And with time running short here, they'll simply take a knee, and that should do it for half number 1. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we go up to Orlando now and hand it over to Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach.
All right, Brandon, we'll get back to you two in a bit. For now, plenty of early game action around the NFL to get you caught up on, so let's get to it. We'll start over in Texas at AT&T Stadium in Arlington, where it was the visiting Patriots come in and get the victory on the road. 10-7, your final. From there, we'll head to Buffalo to check on what's happening with the Bills at Highmark Stadium. And they were winners in that ball game over the visiting Cleveland Browns. James Cook, a touchdown run in the victory. Lastly, let's head to Paycor Stadium in Cincinnati to see what's happening with the Bengals. And they were winners in that one over the visiting Pittsburgh Steelers. Joe Burrow with 3 touchdown passes in the Week 1 victory. This has been a hard-fought battle thus far. Just the 1 touchdown to this point is still anybody's game at 7-0. as both of these defenses have been out there trying to one-up one another.
Okay, Coach, yeah, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. We'll see if week one fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Out comes the Dolphins now. They'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. Well, out of the locker rooms here they come. Their first drive of the third quarter. And, Charles, they're trailing in this ball game, but we got a tight one set up to be a very entertaining second half.
And as we know, partner, in the NFL, there's trailing and there's trailing, right? Sometimes you're discouraged by how much you're down, but in this case, this is a tight ball game, so there's a sense of optimism here. I think they went in at the half and looked at their play sheet and said, these are the plays we really like. What do you say we use them to start the second half and get us going?
Tagovailoa working out of the gun. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down. Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. Play action. Now it's Tua. Flushed out right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. The former third overall pick, Quinnen Williams, there to bring him down. The Dolphins will send out the punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Jets will take over. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. Their defense has pitched the shutout. Now they probably need to deliver a little breathing room, maybe make it a two-score game as they've got it first and 10. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 66 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries. Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for long because he's just going to speed right past them.
14 yards is the pickup there at a Jet first down.
And that's the kind of play this offense needs to maybe kick them into gear a little bit. They've been stuck in neutral much of the game. Perhaps that can give them a little bit of confidence that big plays are out there.
On first and 10, it's Hall. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
To throw is Rodgers. Finding Gray on the out route. And they just keep marching right along. First down on a pickup of 8 there. Now a play fake. Rodgers underneath to Allen. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
A quick throw there is incomplete. Right now, the story of this game continuing to be the defenses because the offenses, they're finding it difficult to establish any rhythm whatsoever.
I like how you come to us in praise of defense, Brandon, because that's exactly right. That was an incompletion for us there, but we've seen it throughout this game. Both of these defense coordinators, they're a step ahead of their offensive counterparts.
Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage, so they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down.
Oh, partner, just a second earlier, and they might have had him because they certainly thought they were going to close in and drop him behind the line of scrimmage, but he had just enough time to dodge the pressure, and he ends up getting yardage before being stopped.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Breece Hall taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Jets have taken a 2-touchdown lead now.
Well, this offensive line has really stepped up to the challenge here because those Mastodons, they've been sensational clearing holes all game long. And this is great work down here near the goal line to give their back the space he needs to work his way into the end zone.
Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now 14-0. That time, a 9-play drive. And it was capped off by a Breece Hall touchdown run. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And the Dolphins getting set to go here. They're staring at a 2-touchdown deficit, 14-0 the score as they regroup with 1st and 10. In motion is Washington. A little jet sweep to start the drive. And he stopped immediately there. Will McDonald there on the tackle. 2nd and 10, 3rd quarter of the season opener.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Tua going to throw. He'll get this to his tight end. It's Jonnu Smith. And they work this well upfield across the 45. The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
It's so important to tackle well against these guys, but you and I both know that's easier said than done when the guy you're trying to tackle looks like this guy.
Now, it's usually going to take more than one man to get him down, and it did right there. In motion goes the tight end. Here's Tua. And it's complete right back in the hands of Smith. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 46.
We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Miami. It's Dolphin football, but they trail here as we get set for the 4th. Now they'll send Waddle in motion left. They fake the handoff. Now Tua. Good work on the scamper by Tagovailoa. It's a 1st down.
As he came to the line of scrimmage, he knew he didn't need much to reset the chain, so when he saw the space he needed, no hesitation. He went to the marker and got his guys a 1st down.
Going to the air, Tagovailoa. Open man is Waddle, complete. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. From the 29, here's 2nd down and 1.
At the Jets' 29-yard line.
Throwing now is Tagovailoa. It's caught. Smith. Down inside the 10. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Jonnu Smith, 29 yards. And the Dolphins are finally on the board here in the 4th quarter. So how about that for an answer? They get the touchdown there, and it's back to a 1-score game here in the 4th.
And that's what these guys have done all game long because they've scratched and slashed their way to stay in this game. And by now, we should all realize they're not going away. Now the pressure again swings to their defense because they're going to need to find some way to get the ball back.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Jets offense and Breece Hall headed out onto the field. And he has put in a full game's work and then some. Just an incredible performance on the ground to this point in the 4th quarter. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. 1st down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. 2nd down and 8. Here's Hall again. And he'll get this to about the 34, a gain of just 3.
And this is the worry because sometimes you get a little too predictable in spots like this. You know you're going to run the ball, but they know you're going to run the ball as well. And now you look up and you're staring at an important third down.
And he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And that pickup of a first down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
Oh, so frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here down late. Tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
Just week 1, but already plenty of intrigue with the games going on, and this one no different as we come up on a 1st and 10. Paul on a give up the middle, and he's taken down at the 50 after a short gain of 2. The 4th quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
And a pretty athletic run right there as he's going to get this down inside the 40. 96 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
Down at the 35, it'll be 2nd down. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ball game. Out of the gun, they run it with Hall. And he'll be taken down at the 34. The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. To throw is Rodgers. That is intercepted. Picked off by Channing Tindall. There he goes, left side. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Dolphins touchdown. An excellent play there, CD, on the pick 6. And I think were they a nickel? Did they have an extra DB out there?
Yeah, Brandon, I think they were in standard nickel, not the Buffalo, as teams like to call it, meaning 3 safeties for big nickel. They just want to take away the quarterback's throwing lanes, and that's exactly what they did and came through with a big-time pick 6.
Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. And no sweat, he puts it through, and we are tied here in the 4th. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. What a start to the season this has been, back and forth, all tied 4th quarter as the kick is away here. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. The Jets offense and their running back getting set to go once more. And it's hard to believe you could run the ball a whole lot better than he has. The vision, the cutback ability, the acceleration, it's all been on display throughout. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. So the road a little tougher here. Now 1st and 20. Rodgers to throw. Looking for Gray, and he's got him. And he goes out right around the 39.
And coaches always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. Back to throw, Rodgers. That is caught. He'll have the first down and more than that. And that's a touchdown as they've broken our tie here in the final minute of the fourth. Well, that's a heck of a response to regain the lead after we had seen the touchdown to tie the game.
I would say what we just saw there was a great amount of poise, because typically when teams tie the game up, it's a little bit of a, how would you say, you kind of take a step back and have to get yourself regrouped. They regrouped in a hurry, didn't they? They attacked back after they'd been tied.
And in a big way, that was a statement-long touchdown. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is now 21-14. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And Devontae Adams able to finish things with a touchdown reception. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. So Tua and the Dolphins down 21-14. A little under 50 seconds to go. How will this thing pan out? We'll watch as they come up on first down. Tua. He's got to complete to Waddle. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball, because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Now Tua. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Here's Tua. And that one too wide and incomplete.
Well, this is getting close to a no-win situation now. They've got one final shot. They're on their end of the field, and it's 4th and long. This might require a little extra razzle-dazzle to get it done.
Throwing Tua. Short throw to Smith. But they're going to wrap him up as he'll go down well short of a first. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And that'll be just about all she wrote for this one. Rodgers will take a knee here, and that should be all she wrote. Well, this was not just the opener of a brand new season, but this was a division game here in week 1. And to come through with a 1-0 start against a division opponent gives you a little something extra heading forward for the rest of the season.
Yeah, let's pile it all into one game, right? Opening the season, and you open within the division. You knew the motivation was going to be there on both sidelines. One just executed better and earned the win.
So for the Jets, it was a hard-fought game, and they'll exit 1-0 as they win by a touchdown. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Atlanta to take on the Falcons. Meanwhile, for the Dolphins, they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat. And they'll try to get back on the beam next week as they'll head to Tampa to take on the Bucs.
It's week 1 of the NFL, and if it's in the game, it's in the game. It's the Seahawks and the Saints, and it comes your way next.
First opened in 1975, resurrected in 2006. We welcome you inside the Caesars Superdome, the home of the Saints, here in downtown New Orleans. Thanks for having us in to kick off a new year. Mike Tirico, Greg Olson. Greg, you lived this as a player. It's so exciting for us as fans, but now after that long off season to get your body ready and your team ready and your game ready, finally show everybody what it's all about. Week 1 of the season has arrived.
Yeah, and at this stage in the process, Mike, you're exactly right. All you want is for this ball to be kicked off. You're tired of practicing. You're tired of the off-season workouts. You're tired of the preparation for...
So what lies in store for these teams this season? The talking's done. We're about to find out. It's week 1, and off we go on EA Sports. And they'll bring it down just shy of the 30-yard line. So the Saints ready to go to work on offense for the first time. They'll be led out by a young man who's making a name for himself, their rookie quarterback.
This is the moment, Mike. He's been working towards this day ever since hearing his name called on draft night, and he's put the work in over the last few months. This franchise clearly feels that he's ready to go. But what did he say to us the other day, Mike? He said, I kind of have to admit, it's going to be surreal walking out on that field to take my first snap as a starting NFL quarterback. And I think once he settles in and gets rid of any early nerves, he's confident that he'll show everybody that he belongs.
They bring their tight end right. They'll look to throw here on first down. That's caught over the middle. It's Wilson.
Well, so often we see quarterbacks standing in the pocket, holding it, seeing if they can create something downfield. Well, not that play. That play was simple. Snap the ball to the quarterback, spit it out into the hands of your receiver, and let's see what he can do. Simple play to call, but complex to execute. A toss play is beautiful, Mike, when a team hits it like they just did. We can see why they're a fan in the toss. Healthy game, and they pick up the first down.
They send one of the tight ends in motion to the left. That is caught downfield. It's Shaheed. First catch for him on this new season, and it results in a first down.
And this is where the speed of your inside receivers are so critical. He lines up in the right slot. But, Mike, look how far he covers to where he ended up receiving that ball. You can't have all day. Those defensive linemen, they are coming after your quarterback. So the speed in the slot is critical. That's a great example why.
In trouble, and he's going to be taken down.
If you're going to take a sack, you just can't add to it by taking such a massive loss on top of it. Understand when the pocket breaks down, move up, cut your losses. Now, not only do you lose that down, but now you face a big uphill battle if you want to extend this drive.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Now a give on the ground. Maybe a couple there. It's 3rd down. Back to throw. No one open. He'll drop it to his running back.
When you throw the ball short of the sticks on 3rd down, you're relying heavily on the yards after the catch. So give credit to the defense here. Once the ball carrier had the ball, multiple guys around him, corralled him, take him down short of the sticks.
Rupee's kick is good. And the Saints are out to an early 3-0 lead.
And that's a good drive right out of the gate. They're able to make some plays, move the ball down the field. I know they didn't get a touchdown, but that is a good, positive result.
The return starts from the 5. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. Here comes the Seattle offense to take over for the first time. They'll be led out by a young man who's making a name for himself, their rookie quarterback.
There's just something special about week one, isn't it, Mike? I mean, after months of anticipation, speculation, it finally hits you. The season has arrived. This is the first time where we're going to get to see a lot of the debuts of players on new teams, new coaches. The rookies taking the field for the very first time in a meaningful game. The preseason is one thing, but it's an entirely different level of excitement once opening weekend rolls around. I don't know about you, but I am excited to see what's in store for us that these games finally now matter.
Not much happening there, just a short game. Here's a 2nd and 9. They'll look to throw. Smith and Jigba left side. He's got it.
Really well done here by the defense, Mike, executing this zone defense, and they've got to be able to pattern read. You're not just going to drop back to a spot and just play like a robot. Based on what the receivers do off the line, the defenders have different rules of where their zones move to. Well, they had that one dialed in right from the jump, and they were able to stop that play really before it got started.
The Seahawks sending out their punt team. Back deep for the Saints, it's Rashid Shaheed. Oh, a miss hit there off the side of his foot. And we will not have a return here. This one angled out of bounds. The Saints offense going to take over now for the second time. They had the field goal on the opening drive to take the early lead. See if they can improve on it here. 3-0 is our score, and it's 1st and 10. His pass taken in by Shaheed. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 37-yard line.
Blitz coming. He'll throw it. A throw left side taken in by Wilson. So, first quarter in the books here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. The Saints out on top. More from New Orleans after this. First and 10. Shaheed in motion. Now they'll set up to throw. Short pass taken in by the tight end.
It's not the big play they were hoping for, but first down efficiency, staying ahead of the chains, is what every offense is trying to find, and it brings up a manageable 2nd down.
They're going to motion the tight end over here. They'll turn and hand this one off. And he tries to get back to the line of scrimmage, but will not happen here. I think he's going to lose a yard. Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. He'll get himself looked at, but this is not how you want to begin a new campaign. On 3rd down, they'll set up to throw. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
This offense has to find a way to be better on 1st and 2nd down, Mike. Living in these 3rd and long situations, must pass, is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
A fair catch called and taken right at the 30-yard line. The Seahawks offense ready to see what they can do on their 2nd possession. This one has been tight so far. A field goal separating the two sides as this drive kicks off with 1st and 10. Oh, the blitz gets there quickly, and down he goes.
They probably would have been better off just handing the ball off to the running back, Mike, because when they used him as a decoy, nobody fell for it. By the time he finished his fake and got his head around, the defense was all over.
On 2nd down, Walker And he'll get back maybe to the line of scrimmage, but probably going to be a loss of a yard here.
Well, not a great start to this drive offensively. You take the sack on first down, and you're thinking, all right, let's go to the ground game. Let's pick up some of the lost yardage. But then you take a loss again, and now it sets up third and real long, and you find yourself in a tough spot.
That'll be caught. It's Metcalf. And he's going to be brought down inside the 15.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone, and this is where you have to finish drives.
On the move at the 14-yard line, it's 1st and 10. This one quickly out to Lockett. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
Receiver downfield. Offense.
You only get a 1-yard buffer from the line of scrimmage for these old linemen. That time he strayed a little too far, and it draws the flag. He'll look to throw. That'll be batted away. Incomplete. Coverage very strong defensively. It's 2nd down. He'll drop to throw. The 2nd down throw is incomplete.
They couldn't quite connect there on that short pass, Mike, and I just think it's worth reminding everyone how different the concepts are down here in the red zone than what the rest of the game plan calls for in the normal part of the field.
They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
You can't fault the quarterback on this one, Mike. He really didn't even have much of an opportunity. By the time he hit the top of his drop and got his eyes downfield, the defense was all over him, and he really had no choice but to just get that ball out of his hand and live to play another snap. And that's really well done here, Mike. I mean, everything's in rhythm. A good snap, a good hold, and a good kick ties this game.
So the field goal draws us even. It is now 3-3 as the kick's away. Here comes the all-pro returner from last year, Rashid Shaheed. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Saints offense starting to trot out for this next possession. They'll set out in search of a first touchdown in this game. Just a pair of field goals to show. It's 3-3 as they start 1st and 10. Right away, they'll set up to throw. Brought in by Chris Olave.
Nice job here by the defense. Did a good job just covering up everything for the most part. So once this ball was caught, really didn't have much of a choice but to just head out of bounds and pick up a modest gain.
Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 2.
The tight end Moreau is in motion. Trying to pick this one up on the ground. And he's going to be taken down here. Looks like a pretty good spot, though. Yes, he's got it. That's a 1st down. 3-3, our score. 2 minutes to go in this 1st half. We're back to New Orleans after this. To the air now on 1st and 10. And he'll get about 8 on that one. Most of it coming after the catch. It's 2nd down. Shaheed with the catch. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line.
And now you can see they're really getting in rhythm in this 2-minute drive. Now, after that last completion, Mike, they cross midfield. Now the mindset goes to, all right, we got to come away with some points. They've got a quarterback who's in complete control, and they got to see if they can finish this thing off.
They'll throw out of the gun. He'll go underneath here. The running back out of the backfield. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a 1st down completion of 7 yards. Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. Back to the air one more time. He'll look over the middle and find his running back. And they'll get him down after a gain of 5, but that is enough for a first down. They'll look to throw yet again. Got his man at the 6. And they're going to get this all the way down inside the 5. They'll look to throw again. The pressure, too much, and he goes down. New Orleans, third and final timeout, as they'll stop it just a little bit over 30 seconds to go in this first half. Now, here's second and goal. They'll send a tight end in motion. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. To the end zone, it's intercepted.
So much of that play comes down to the defender's positioning. Being able to get himself to a spot, to get his hands on the ball, and a chance at that pick. Mike, when that ball was thrown, me and you are sitting here saying, that's a touchdown. And instead, they force a turnover, and now their offense is back on the field.
The Seahawks offense going to get it one last time here late in the opening half. They'll work in a tie game here in the second quarter and get started with 1st and 10. Back to throw here to begin the drive. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5. And this time they'll just keep it on the ground. And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this first half of play. So we've reached halftime here on NFL Kickoff Weekend as we get you to Orlando. Say hello to my old pal, Jonathan Coachman, with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Michael, we'll get back to you and Greg in just a little bit. For now, plenty of early action in the 1 o'clock Eastern window to get you caught up on. So let's get to it. We'll start over in Texas at AT&T Stadium in Arlington, where you see the final score there. 10-7, your final. From there, we'll head to Buffalo to check on what's happening with the Bills at Highmark Stadium. And they were winners in that ball game over the visiting Cleveland Browns. James Cook, a touchdown run in the victory. Finally, let's get down to Miami to see what's going on with the Dolphins. And they were losers in their ball game as they were outplayed by the visiting New York Jets. Breece Hall, over 100 yards rushing with a touchdown run. Not too much to show you scoring-wise in that first half. Just a couple of field goals make up all the scoring. But I wouldn't be surprised if we're close to a breakthrough, and things should open up as we move along.
All right, Coach. Thank you very much. We welcome you back. It is quarter number 3. Still in search of our first touchdown of the game. We are tied at 3 as we begin quarter number 3. He's across the 20, taking down just shy of the 25. The Seahawks offense looking to get back to work as we begin this third quarter. Low-scoring game, all tied. Third quarter, and a touchdown here could go a long way. See if they can get it on this drive. 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Over the middle, Smith and Jigba with the grab. And he'll be brought down, but not before they get this all the way up near midfield.
Really nice job there to move the chains early in this drive, but now as they approach midfield, continue to keep your foot on the gas. Don't get conservative. Don't start sitting on the ball. Cross midfield and go. Anytime you find yourself on your opponent's side of the field, you have to be thinking points.
Not much. 2nd and long coming up. That's deep for the back of the end zone. That is caught. What a throw. DK Metcalf. Touchdown, Seattle.
Think back to the spring, Mike. We all watched the highlights of this guy's pro day, and you always question, why do they make these quarterbacks just rear back and throw it as far as they can? How often are they really going to do that? Well, when they do, like we saw here, it is a thing of beauty. He put that big arm on display with that last pass, and it winds up going for 6.
The PAT, up and good. And the Seahawks take a 10-3 lead. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. On the return, it's Rashid Shaheed. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. The Saints offense ready for their first possession of this second half. Just the lone field goal for them so far, down 10-3 in this one. And they'll start 1st and 10. That one caught by Wilson. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down. They'll work now on 2nd and 4.
At the 30-yard line.
Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. That one intercepted. It's the safety, Julian Love. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
For these young rookie quarterbacks, every snap in the NFL is an opportunity to have a lesson learned, and sometimes the lessons come a little bit harder than others. In this case, they kind of fool them with their blitz package. It's a little bit more complex at the NFL level than it is necessarily in college, and I think he just got a first-hand taste of just how fast this pressure can get on you, and sometimes when it speeds up that clock, you can make a bad throw.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. Back to throw. This one intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Howden. Into space. And he's going to bring this one back the distance. Touchdown, New Orleans. The offense trying to extend the lead, but the defense, not only the takeaway, but Greg, the pick 6, and they can tie this thing up.
Yeah, and this game has been in the balance the entire way, and now for this defense to come up with this pick 6, they've got a decision to make now, finding themselves down by 1 here in the second half.
Blake Grupe comes on for the extra point. He gets it to go. Saints will tie things up. It's now 10-10. So back to level after the touchdown. Time for the kickoff. This taken at the 5. Oh, he's got room past the 30. He's inside the 30. And he's going to take this one coast to coast. 95 yards. Touchdown, Seattle. Greg, it is a beautiful thing to watch. 11 come together. We always focus on the return man, but the entire special teams unit paves the way for that score.
And all week, Mike, when you talk to this group, the coaches thought they had an advantage in the return game, and I think we can see why. They felt their scheme and their blockers was a great matchup against this kickoff unit, and in this case, it's very easy to see why.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Shaheed now to return it. And he is stopped at 25. The drive will begin there. The Saints offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. And this defense has really had their way so far, intercepting him twice, forced into a number of bad throws, and generally the D has just made it tough to operate all game long. From the 25, they'll go to work, 1st and 10. In motion is Hill. Got his receiver on the in-cut. He's got it. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards.
7-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 3.
From the shotgun, it's a give up the middle. And that won't get a whole lot. Maybe a yard. That's it. Here's 3rd and 2.
It's a gain of a yard. Brings up 3rd down and 2.
This will not do the trick. They've stopped it behind the line. 4th down coming up.
The idea here for this offense is you're not really thinking necessarily touchdown. You're thinking first down. Let's get a fresh set of downs here and reset. But in this case, they suffer a loss, and it brings up 4th down.
Now fair catch is taken back inside the 40. There's DK Metcalf, he and the Seahawks offense set for their next drive. From the 39, here's a 1st and 10. On play action, he'll set up to throw. He'll get this complete to Walker.
All right, so there's really 3 areas that a modern NFL running back has to excel at. Number 1, the traditional handoffs. Number 2, you have to be excellent and reliable in pass protection. And maybe bigger than all of them, you have to be at least serviceable out of the backfield in the passing game.
And he'll be marked down at the 15-yard line.
Those are the explosive pass plays that this team is going to continue to mine all day. And you can see pre-snap, the quarterback loved his matchup. He allowed his receiver to work downfield. Perfect throw, and now sets them up to try to see if they can finish this drive off with some points.
Line of scrimmage is the 15. It's 1st and 10. Off play action. He'll set up to throw. And that is caught in the end zone. He's in. Jackson, Smith, and Jigba. Touchdown, Seahawks.
What separates the really good quarterbacks from everybody else in the National Football League, Mike, is not only ability to process, but the ability to process quickly under pressure. And I think that's exactly the case here. He's able to go through his progression, find his target in the end zone, and then deliver that ball on time, accurately, and the result is a touchdown.
The kick is good. Makes the score Seahawks 24, Saints 10.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. From the 6, here comes a return. Good return here. Brings it up to the 33-yard line. Now out comes the New Orleans offense. They're ready to take over once again. They trail by 2 touchdowns, so the time is now. Got to get that rally going. It starts with 1st and 10. Moving the tight end right. They'll begin here on the ground. He'll try to get back to the line, but it's not happening. Gonna lose a yard.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on 1st down, but that's exactly the case here.
They'll look to throw. Throw right side to Olave.
This is a great example here of just not getting too complicated as an offensive coordinator. Who's one of your best players on the field, and how do you get the ball in his hands?
Shotgun snap as they'll throw it on 3rd down. Throwing it right into the hands of his running back.
This exact situation here, Mike, tends to get a lot of conversation around the league. I think I'm going for it. I think here around midfield, you got to maintain possession, see if you can end this drive with some points. I think you got to stay aggressive and keep your offense on the field.
Trailing late, they've got to go here. It's 4th down. They'll try and run for it. And nothing on that one. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it.
And the running back just has nowhere to go. There is no crease. There is no seam. You got to give credit. That defensive line overwhelmed the offensive line, and that went a long way to forcing that fourth down stop.
The Seahawks offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. And he has been in control of this offense. Want to run you through some of the action from earlier on. You've got the 2 touchdown passes, over 200 passing yards. He has been excellent all game long. Here's 1st and 10. Now they'll set up to throw. Metcalf, left side, he's got it. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5. He'll look to throw. Outright, Smith and Jigba has it. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. He'll drop to throw. Nowhere to go. He's going to be taken down.
The offense goes from feeling really good about the previous play with a real nice pickup to then on the ensuing play ending up going the complete opposite direction. Really nice job here by the defense, immediately getting back on track. What do the coaches say? Just play the next play, and that's exactly what they did.
Now, faking the give. The open man is Smith and Jigba. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down. The tight end Fant in motion. Inside the 10, it is caught. And he's into the end zone. Noah Fant. Touchdown, Seattle. Greg, that's one of those scores where it's not completely over, but it's getting to be about that time.
Yeah, Mike, I just think they're entering miracle stage right now, and I just don't think there's any coming back from this deficit.
An extra point attempt to follow. His kick is good. And the Seahawks will open it up even further here in this 4th quarter. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This will be returned from the 6. The home team's offense getting their final instructions before heading back onto the field. Things not looking good. But see if they get the turnaround going here. They'll start this drive with 1st down. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
It's rare to see an offense that finds themselves trailing and say, well, their quarterback's been actually one of their biggest bright spots. Usually that doesn't go hand in hand, so it's a little surprising to see him miss a throw like that.
The pass rush gets home, and he goes down.
Outside of a turnover, this was probably the worst-case scenario. Immediate pressure in his face with nowhere to go with the ball downfield. Just get the ball out of your hand. Live to play another down. Instead, he retreats backwards and leads to a massive loss.
Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. A shotgun snap. And for a 3rd time today, he's intercepted. It's the safety, Julian Love.
Pass interference. Defense.
They'll come up here, 1st and 10. They'll put one of the tight ends in motion. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete. Here comes 3rd and 6. Throwing now from the gun. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down. Motion man is the tight end going right. Now or never, they'll throw on 4th down. Oh, the blitz gets there. He is sacked, and they will turn it over on downs.
You find yourself down big. It's the 4th quarter. There's really no choice but to go for this at this point. But once again, this defense, they're up to the task, and they come through yet again with a huge stop.
Out comes the Seattle offense as they get ready for their next possession. And as we look back now, Greg, at how we got here, we got a ton of highlights of the offense so far. In particular, great passing.
Yeah, and if you want to score points in the NFL, Mike, there's no secret. You've got to do it primarily through the air, and with 3 touchdowns here so far, that's exactly what we've seen. It's been deep balls. It's been intermediate shots. It's been good run after catch. This has really been high-level offense on display right from the jump.
And he's brought down after a gain of a couple. They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. Once again, it's Walker. Open space inside the 10. And he'll be taken down as the clock ticks towards 2 minutes to play. That is a gain of 15, and now it's 1st and goal. Here's Walker. He slowed up quickly as he gets this down to the 6. Here now, 2nd down and goal. They'll go with him again. And he got half of what he needed from the 6 to the 3. Big play coming up, 3rd and goal. Blitz coming. He'll throw it. That's hauled in at the 2.
I think this is one of those plays that when the ball carrier watches this back in the film room tomorrow, he's going to be a little frustrated with himself. If he could just have made that one guy miss, he picks up the 1st down. Instead, he gets brought down short of the sticks.
And this is going to be a touchdown. They are going to extend the lead here in the final minute of play. And this impressive Week 1 performance continues as they add yet another touchdown.
I just can't stress how impressive this performance has been today, Mike. I mean, not only on Week 1 to find yourself on the road, but to really dominate and have the efficiency early in the season offensively. And you could tell they were prepared coming into the start of this season, and boy, have they showed it.
The extra point is up and through. And the Seahawks tack on one more to their lead. So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. Shaheed now to return it. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The home team's offense ready to take over once again. Greg, sitting up here with you, this is not the same energy we saw from this team at the start of the game. How much has the defense kind of sapped it out of them?
Oh, I think it's a big factor in this game. And when you start taking the ball away at the rate that they have today, it takes a lot of the confidence out of the offense. And I think that's the body language that you're referring to. There is a lot of doubt creeping in to this offense. And it's almost becoming the point where you don't want to be the guy with the ball because you're afraid you're going to give it up. And when it gets to that, man, as an offense, you're in trouble.
So it's a win here for the visiting Seahawks. They move to 1-0, getting the victory to begin the new campaign. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olson and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. So long, everybody.
It's week 1 of the 2025 season, and coming up, it'll be no holds barred between AFC South rivals. It's the Texans and the Colts, and it comes your way next on EA Sports.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League finds us in the Hoosier State at Lucas Oil Stadium in downtown Indianapolis. Thanks for having us in to kick off a new year. Mike Tirico, Greg Olson. Greg, you lived this as a player. It's so exciting for us as fans, but now after that long off season to get your body ready and your team ready and your game ready, finally show everybody what it's all about. Week 1 of the season has arrived.
Yeah, and at this stage in the process, Mike, you're exactly right. All you want is for this ball to be kicked off. You're tired of practicing. You're tired of the off-season workouts. You're tired of the preparation for what feels like an entire year to play one game. And now you lace them up, you strap the helmets on, and it kicks off what should be another exciting NFL football season.
So what lies in store for these teams this season? The talking's done. We're about to find out. It's week 1, and off we go on EA Sports. The Houston offense heading out to the field for the first time. They're led by the NFL's Offensive Rookie of the Year in 2023. From Ohio State, it's C.J. Stroud.
Mike, as I think back to...
First carry for Joe Mixon. And this will be a Texans first down. He gets it up past the 30 to the 32.
We met with these coaches during the week, Mike. They told us the emphasis this week about getting the run game going early, and we see it here. Nice first play pickup, fresh set of downs.
Stroud to throw here on 1st and 10. Oh, he did all he could to get away, but they're going to catch up to him. It is a big loss.
And now we're seeing the game kind of go back and forth. Each team trading blows, trying to establish control over the other. Nice chunk play on the previous play. The defense responds back with a sack, and we'll see which team can establish a little bit more of this control as the game unfolds.
Throwing on second down, Stroud. A very quick throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete. What can they do here? This is 3rd and forever. To throw is Stroud. And he'll gain some yardage here, but that is not nearly enough for the first down. So it's going to bring up 4th down.
Well, if that was a pickup on 1st or 2nd down, you'd be thrilled. But here on 3rd and long, just doesn't quite get enough to pick up the 1st down, and it's going to bring up 4th.
On the return is Gould. And he's going to be brought down after a short return. And that's where his team will get possession of the football. The Colts offense going to take the field here for the first time. They're going to be let out by the man from the University of Oregon, their rookie quarterback.
There's a lot to like about this young quarterback, and of course we're going to have to wait and see. Can he take advantage of this opportunity in front of him, Mike? But he has not been shy. He says, I know I can play at this level. I know that I can lead an NFL franchise, and we're going to get a shot to see it here, and I'm excited to see what he can do.
And this is going to be a Colts first down as he gets this up to the 40-yard line. On first down, they'll stay with Taylor on the ground. Well, they weren't going to get him the second time with the same back. Defense all over that one. They stop him for no gain. We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down. Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. That'll be intercepted. He works free. Right side. And he is going to score. A pick 6 for the touchdown. And the defense comes up with the first points of this one. It is a pick 6 to make it a 6-0 lead.
And, Mike, we talked all week which offense was going to be able to strike first and play with the lead. Well, the defense, they had other plans. They're able to put the first points on the board by capitalizing with that pick 6.
Now Kaimi Fairbairn on for the extra point. He's got it. And the Texans have their first lead of the new year. They're up 7-0 here in the season opener. And so after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn to kick it off. This taken in at the 8-yard line. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Colts offense ready to get going with their second possession. They are obviously still smarting from that pick 6 a moment ago. Quick 7-0 hole. Try to start digging out now with 1st and 10. Open man. That's Alec Pierce. And they'll mark him down just shy of the 40. So from the 39, they come up on 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
That's complete. It's Adonai Mitchell. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards. Here's 2nd and 3 to go. Downs goes in motion. They fake the jet sweep and will hand it up the middle. And he'll get the first down there, a pickup of about 5 yards. They send him right out of the slot. Using the jet sweep for the fake, they run it up the middle. And he's not going to get away. They'll knock him back to his own territory. They get him on the other side of midfield. After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13. Throw over the middle, looked in by Mitchell. And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line.
Well, the run after catch is certainly nice, and they're definitely going to take it. But watch the savviness of the route running. Certain guys just have a better field for running these slant routes than others, and it's a nice result.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down. Short pass taken in by the tight end.
These are the play calls, Mike, that offensive coordinators use to just get their quarterback and their passing game into some sort of rhythm. Easy pitch and catch, get the ball out of his hand, see a completion. These typically, as the game goes on, lead to bigger and bigger gains.
Third down, 3 to go. Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. That's taken in.
Really nice play recognition there by the defense. They sensed the quarterback had nowhere to go downfield, and that ball was going to be checked down. The moment that ball hit the running back's hands, there was nowhere to go.
They'll run for it. It's Taylor. And he is going to have a Colts first down by a couple of yards. They get 5 there on 4th and 3. On play action, he'll set up to throw. To the left side, that's caught by Mitchell. That's his 3rd catch of this first half, and good enough for a first down. Back to throw. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They got him.
And that's a big-time play. It felt like they really needed it, Mike. That was a drive where the offense seemed to be in complete control. Anytime on the defense where you find yourself on your heels, you're giving up big plays, you're giving up fresh set of downs, you need a spark. You need something to change the momentum of the drive, and we'll see if that was it right there.
From back at the 13-yard line, it is 2nd and goal. They'll look to throw. That's going to be intercepted in the end zone. Picked off by Derek Stingley.
Every defensive coordinator, Mike, in the NFL preaches one thing about red zone defense. Keep them out of the end zone. Make them settle for 3. Well, what do? With that interception, they take it to another level, and they get off the field without allowing a single point.
The Texans offense ready to take over for their 2nd possession. They lead it here in the 2nd quarter, 7-0, as they begin with a 1st and 10. From the shotgun, C.J. Stroud. And a good effort there defensively. It's knocked away and incomplete. They'll try again here, 2nd and 10. From the gun, here's Stroud. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
The drag route. We used to say this is day 1 install. Every single offense in the NFL has this sort of route, especially for the tight end position. And depending on the speed and the run after catch ability of the tight end, sometimes it can lead to some of the biggest gains.
Taking off, he'll try to get there. He'll get a dozen out of that one, scrambling his way to a first down.
And here's a great example of why the pass rush on third down, that it's critical it gets home. In this case, they're not able to get to the quarterback. He has extra time to not only escape the pocket, but to turn into a runner and pick up the first down.
Ball start, offense.
That's on the veteran, Shaq Mason. Here's Stroud. A throw on the move is caught.
So the hope is when you call these underneath drag routes, you're trying to have your tight end come out the backside of the defense in space. So when you put the ball on him early, it leads to big yards after the catch. In this case, they don't get the real big play they were hoping for, but they'll definitely take it.
And he can't get away. They rally to the football on defense and bring him down for no gain. 2 minutes remain. First half in a 7-0 game. Greg and I back with more on this opening week after this. Stroud going to set up the throw. They try to work the screen with Mixon. And he looks to be a bit short of the line. And that is going to bring up fourth down. Here's Tommy Townsend now. He'll punt for the second time, looking to pin the opponent back deep. And no chance of a run back here. This one's going to sail out of bounds. Here's the Indianapolis offense now as they get set to take over once more. They trail here by a touchdown as this drive will start with a first down. Quick throw, taken in. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards. Looking middle of the field, it's complete. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one. That one taken in by Mitchell. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. Timeout, Indianapolis. That is their second. They'll look to throw again. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
For the most part, he's been very accurate with the ball. I mean, he's completing over 60% of his passes, but because they haven't been able to get any big explosive plays, continue to push the ball downfield, hasn't really
And he will get into the end zone. Michael Pittman. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A terrific play all the way around, finished off by the receiver, who not only made the grab, but Greg turned it up and takes it into the end zone.
And that's the tricky part, Mike, that transition from receiver to runner. And in this case, he does it flawlessly. Look the ball in, secure the catch, and then get upfield and get yourself in the end zone.
The extra point by Gay is good. And the Colts will level things out at 7 apiece. Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Texans offense going to take over here in the final minute of this first half. We'll try to break out of this deadlock. We are all even at 7 as they start this drive, 1st and 10. This is caught downfield. It's Dell. First catch for him on this new season, and it results in a first down. Now Stroud. This is intercepted. And he's going to give a short field to his offense here as they try to break the tie.
I would love to see his weapons do a better job, Mike, especially in the middle of the field, getting open in these zones. I just feel like there's been tight coverage, a lot of little windows to throw through. And yes, anytime you turn the ball over, it's on the quarterback, but the rest of this supporting unit needs to do a better job helping him.
The Colts offense going to see what they can do in the final minute of this first half. We'll have a short field ahead as they look to break our tie. It is 1st and 10. That's complete to his running back, Taylor. And he'll get about 8 on that one, most of it coming after the catch. It's 2nd down. Now they'll set up to throw. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
I know this play results in an incomplete pass, but I think this is a really good job by the quarterback. His clock was going off. He felt that rush. He had no immediate target to go to with the ball. Instead, throw it away. Don't take the sack. Live for another day.
And he's going to have the 1st down. Aggressive call there, but it works out as they convert on 4th down. And he's going to be brought down. They passed on that field goal attempt, and they get nothing out of it as the first half comes to an end.
All right, Michael, we'll get back to you and Greg in just a little bit. For now, plenty of early action in the 1 o'clock Eastern window to get you caught up on. So let's get to it. We'll start over in Texas at AT&T Stadium in Arlington, where it was definitely a game with some intrigue, as you can see by the scoreline. 10-7, your final. From there, we'll head to Buffalo to check on what's happening with the Bills at Highmark Stadium. And they were winners in that ball game over the visiting Cleveland Browns. James Cook, a touchdown run in the victory. Finally, let's get down to Miami to see what's going on with the Dolphins. And they were losers in their ball game as they were outplayed by the visiting New York Jets. Breece Hall, over 100 yards rushing with a touchdown run. We thought this one would be a close battle coming in, and we have not been disappointed. They're all even to this point. This has the feeling of a game that could go right down to the wire. One mistake or one big play could turn out to be the difference.
Coach, thank you. Back here on EA Sports as we count down to the kickoff of the 2nd half. Anthony Gould now to return. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Colts offense and their quarterback headed out for their next possession. And it's been a struggle all afternoon. The defense done a great job taking him away from his game, taking his weapons away, and he has yet to find anything to lean on in this one. 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He'll get that one to Taylor, complete. And he's close to a 1st down to gain a 9. Nice pitch and catch on 1st down. A good spot here, 2nd and a yard. In motion comes Pittman. Now running left, here's a jet sweep. And they bring him down, but not until he crosses midfield.
Once you see that guy coming across the formation pre-snap, Mike, you have to be thinking jet sweep instantly. It's just such a dangerous play that always has the potential for this type of yardage, especially when he wins that race to the edge.
He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
This is why it's so critical that the quarterback and his intended target are on the same page. They got to speak the same language. When there's miscommunication, it leads to errant throws, and when errant throws lead to big missed opportunities.
And they'll take this down inside the 35.
These crossing concepts are frequently used, Mike, throughout the entire game, all across the league. And what it does is it creates a lot of natural rubs. You run out the backside of the defense and rely heavily on the yards after the catch, and it's exactly how they're able to pick up this big game.
On On 1st and 10, they'll set up to throw.
The drag route is certainly not the most complicated route on the route tree, but a really nice job there using the scheme to create separation. He did a really nice job there working across the middle of the field as he made himself open.
He'll tuck it and take off. 10 yards on the scramble there, and he picks up the first down.
You know, Mike, I like everything about this play except the very end. You've already picked up good yardage. You've already picked up the first down. Now get down on the ground and protect yourself. There's no reason to take those shots.
Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
At the 12-yard line.
He'll look to throw. He'll throw it left and has his running back. This drive's going to continue. They bring him down, but not before he picks up 1st and goal for his team.
First down. 1st and goal at the 5-yard line.
He'll drop to throw. And he's going to be dropped. They get to him back at the 15-yard line.
Sometimes you just have to know when the play is over and live to play another down. He has pressure coming right at him, and instead of just throwing the ball away, he tries to escape, he tries to get creative, and he ends up losing a lot more yards than he should have.
First down was not very good. Here's 2nd and goal. A shotgun snap. He'll look to throw. And this one is caught by Pierce. And he gets this one down inside the 10, but it will set up 3rd and goal. 3rd and goal. Out of the gun, he'll throw. He pulls it in around the 5. And he nearly takes it in, but they're going to say he's short of the goal line. So now it is 4th and goal. Lots of big people. Jumbo set in the game as they go for it on 4th and goal. They'll try to run. And he's not going anywhere. Stuffed behind the line. They have turned it over on downs.
These are the opportunities when they present themselves, you have to capitalize. And in this case, it was the defense that forced the turnover on downs and kept them out of the end zone.
Texans offense trotting back out for their first involvement of this second half. And they're going to hear it from this crowd. They're backed up deep as they start 1st and 10. They'll begin on the ground, and here's Mixon. And that'll be a pickup of 3. They face 2nd down and 7. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Second and 7. Again, they'll give it to Mixon. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one. The crowd making their presence felt. This is 3rd down. To throw, it's Stroud. That's over the middle and taken in. He's got it. 11 yards on the pass there. It's good for a Texans first down. Out of the gun, here's a give to Mixon. And he'll plow forward for a gain of 4 yards. Here's 2nd and 6. Back to throw, Stroud. That's complete to Diggs. And he'll be taken down. The gain is 6, and it's a new set of downs. He picked up the first down. Dell motioning over. They'll run out of the gun with Mixon. And he is planted backfield. Defenders crashing through. Blow up that play behind the line.
When you can get this level of run support out of your secondary, Mike, man, what an advantage for any defense. This defensive back clearly reads run, gets off his block, and he's able to take down the back for a loss of yards.
And that'll go for a gain of 7, and it's going to set up third down. To throw is Stroud. And it's complete to the sideline. Nice job getting both feet down inbounds.
The best guys I've been around, Mike, they have a sense where they can see the ball, but they can feel the sideline. And that's kind of an innate sense that these guys have that allows them to concentrate and secure the catch and ensuring that both feet remain in bounds.
And not much doing there. They made sure he would not get free. Now, following the punt return, we have an injured player on the field. He'll get himself looked at, but this is not how you want to begin a new campaign.
Let's go now.
Off play action. He'll set up to throw. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
The whole idea of the play action pass, Mike, is that you can slow the pass rush down enough that it allows longer, slower developing pass concepts to open up downfield. But in this case, they were on him so fast that by the time he got his head around, that ball needed to come out. There was no timing and ultimately led in an incompletion.
Big play. 3rd and 2. They'll look to throw. He'll look middle, and he's got his man complete. And he'll be taken down as the clock ticks towards 2 minutes to play. So, 2 minutes to play here in the second half. Greg and I back for the conclusion in a moment. They'll drop to throw. Oh, he can't get rid of it, and he's taken down.
Defense came out in a soft zone, and I think it caught the quarterback a little off guard. He was trying to attack them downfield. By the time he was able to get through his progression to his check down, he ran out of time, and that's all the pass rush needed to get into the backfield and bring him down.
Here comes second down. Back to throw. He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. And he might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a third down. They'll go with Taylor. Forget about it. They're going to lose more yardage there. Good job by the defense, and it's fourth down. The Colts about set to punt. Important punt here in this tie game late. This returnable from inside his own 40. And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over. The Houston offense going to make their way back onto the field. We're all even. Fourth quarter, so every drive so important at this stage. And they'll start with 1st and 10. Here's a 2nd and 6. That's to the sideline, pulled in by Diggs. Call it a gain of 13. First down for Houston. Mixon. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more. Now, following the run, one of the offensive linemen leading the way is a bit shaken up. Here's Mixon. He'll get about 3, and that's going to lead to third down. Now the Colts will use the first of their timeouts, and they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in this one. Stroud going to tuck this one on the zone read. Timeout, Indianapolis. That is their second. They'll stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. Final minute, 1 timeout remaining, and it's 1st and 10. They go with Mixon. He'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. Another try, 2nd and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. He's taken down just shy of the 10.
Well, there's not a whole lot of fancy going on here, Mike. This is just kind of old school, line up and run smash mouth football. It's exactly what they did, but it still ends up in a big gain, and he picks up the first down.
This kick is good. And it's celebration time. A walk-off victory on the game's final play. So it's a win for the visiting Texans. They move to 1-0 as they earn this victory in the division, no less, here in Week 1. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say so long, everyone.